What's up, everyone? This is Jalen Phillips of the Miami Dolphins, and you're watching South Beach Sports. Make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications to never miss a video. Click the links down below to stay connected on our other platforms. Fins up, baby.
What's going on, everyone? This is Luke from South Beach Sports, and in today's video I want to talk about the rookie that I am most excited for this year for the Dolphins. It's not Jalen Waddle, it's not Jalen Phillips, it's Jevon Holland, who I think could be the missing piece of this Miami Dolphins secondary. Like Jalen Phillips said in the intro, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on Jevon Holland and your expectations for him this season. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you're a fan of Miami sports or you just like my content in general, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. Also hit that post notification bell so you do not miss a single video. The clips that I'm using in this video today will be in the description below. I'm just using some film from the Auburn game and the California game, so those videos will be down in the description below. So just to start off with the objective portion of this video, Jevon Holland was the 36th pick in this past year's NFL draft out of Oregon. He stands at 6'1", 207 pounds, which allows him to play multiple positions in the secondary. We'll talk a little bit more about his versatility later. From a box score perspective, he was very, very good in his 2 seasons at Oregon. He had 9 interceptions, so he was considered a ball hawk player coming out of the draft, and he's shown those same ball hawking abilities so far through his first training camp in Miami. At the time of this pick, there were a lot of people, not including myself, that deemed the Jevon Holland pick unnecessary. They deemed it a luxury, which makes sense. You know, at the time of this pick, Bobby McCain was still on the team. He was slotted in as a starting free safety. At the nickel slot, you had Justin Coleman, who was recently signed from the Seahawks, and Nick Needham. So there really wasn't that early avenue for Jevon Holland to get playing time. In this pick, it started making more sense for some people when Bobby McCain got released and there was that glaring need at free safety. The Dolphins brought in Jason McCourty to compete with the rookie Holland, at least for this season. I expect Holland to be the starting free safety by maybe even week 1. He's playing that well so far in training camp, and just what he's shown not only on the field as just from a pure production standpoint, but also as a leader, as the quote-unquote quarterback of the defense, because that's what Flores wants Holland to become. You have to be just very, very impressed. So let's first talk about what Holland brings from a skill set standpoint, and then we'll move on to the leadership and the quote-unquote quarterback thing that I was talking about a little earlier. But from a skill set standpoint, the main thing that he'll bring to that Dolphins defense is versatility. And Brian Flores loves versatility. He runs a multiple defense with varying schemes and varying looks. So Holland will just slide right in. At Oregon, he played a various amount of positions. He played some nickel corner, he played some free safety, he played some box safety. He even played a little bit at Mike linebacker, and I'm sure he could slide out and be an outside corner if he needs to be. Despite all this versatility, Jevon Holland slides very nicely into the very vacant free safety position that the Dolphins currently have. At nickel right now, you have a logjam, I would say. You have the likes of Justin Coleman, who has solidified himself as one of the top slot corners in the NFL. You also have Nick Needham, who has played very well for the Dolphins the past couple seasons. And then at the strong safety / box safety position, you have Eric Rowe, who's obviously the tight end eraser for the Dolphins. And you have Brandon Jones, who plays very well at the line of scrimmage. So just looking at the open vacancies of this Dolphins defense, Holland will definitely slide into the free safety slot. Besides his versatility, Holland also has very, very good instincts. He has great route break anticipation. He is very good at reading quarterbacks' eyes and baiting them. He also has very good hands, as he played wide receiver in high school. So all of this cultivates into a very, very effective ball hawk, as like I said earlier, he had 9 interceptions in his 2 seasons at Oregon. Holland is also very, very good in the run game whenever he's slotted as a box safety. He's very aggressive. He's excellent at his position at shedding blocks. I was watching some highlights and some film of Jevon Holland, and there was this one clip, the offense, I forgot what team it was, but the offense was running a little halfback screen, and Holland just simply shoved a 350-pound lineman out the way and came up with a tackle. And that's the kind of player that Holland is. He always has a knack for the ball. He always has his eye for the ball. And whenever he is slotted at that box safety role, you can expect Holland to make his presence known in the run game. So now that we talked about a lot of Holland's strengths, let's talk about his weaknesses, and don't worry guys, there's really not that many. One of his weaknesses is also one of his biggest strengths, and that's his lack of experience at free safety, and what he's shown so far in training camp kind of disregards this. But I was a little concerned about Holland's lack of game reps at Oregon at free safety, and some of this concern has yet to subside. I really need to see how Holland looks in the NFL on Sundays to really come up with a fair assessment from this. Holland also showed at Oregon that he does have some inconsistent tackling techniques. He often relied on his just pure strength to bring down ball carriers, but I'm really not too concerned about this in the NFL because I'm sure Brian Flores and the rest of that Dolphins staff have been looking to clean this up, so that's not really something that I would look towards as a major weakness long term. In pass coverage, Holland has shown that he can be flat-footed at times, and this causes him to get baited sometimes by double moves, so that's something that Holland will definitely have to clean up in the NFL. So that's what Holland's going to bring from a skill set perspective in Miami, but let's talk about what Holland is expected to be from a leadership perspective. So I have this excerpt here from head coach Brian Flores that I think summarizes this very well. So he says, and I quote, "I would say Holland is doing a lot of good things. He's smart, he's tough, it's important to him. We're asking a lot of him. I think he's doing a nice job, but it's not necessarily the interception, and that's a good play, one that everybody sees, but it's getting guys lined up, getting himself lined up, being in the right position, being in good position to make a last line of defensive tackle, communication with the corners, with the linebackers, down and distance situation. There's a lot that goes on into that position." Flores also says, and I quote, "I think he's taken on that responsibility in being very, let's call it forthright, and trying to do a good job as far as taking on that leadership or signal caller spot, which is hard for a rookie. I would say to step in there and tell somebody else what to do. That's what the position calls for. He's growing. He's getting better. There's still a long way to go." These two quotes really tell us a lot as far as what Coach Flores wants from his ideal safety. He wants someone who's going to be productive, but at the same time be just the, as he put it, signal caller of that defense. Bobby McCain, for as much as people talk about how he really wasn't the greatest safety in the world, he was a very good leader, and there's no question that he was one of the leaders of that Dolphins defense. So I think the expectation for Jevon Holland, from at least Coach Flores, is that he could become, from a production standpoint, more effective than Bobby McCain, but at the same time being that same leader that McCain was. So finally, what are my expectations for Jevon Holland this season and for the rest of his career in Miami? So this season, I expect him to become the starting free safety at some point this year. Could be in week 1, could be in week 6, could be in week 9, could be week 12. I'm not sure, but I think he'll become the starting free safety at some point. I was looking at some of the Vegas booking odds, and they had Jevon Holland with the 22nd or 23rd best odds to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and I think that's completely disrespectful because considering how productive Holland has been so far during training camp, and he has been very, very productive, I think you have to at least put Holland in the top 5 or top 10 most likely candidates to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And from a careers perspective, I think Holland will become that missing piece of the Dolphins secondary, as it says in the title, just because of his skill set, his versatility, and I think he's very willing to become that leader, that signal caller of the Dolphins defense. Flores has been very impressed with him so far, and I think he'll develop into a very, very solid player in the NFL. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Like I said earlier, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your predictions for Jevon Holland this season and for the rest of his career in Miami. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. I will catch you later. Peace.